we're approaching our turn for Bahria Town, phase 7, 8 and 9, and it's always an interesting turn. So we've got about 2 meters from the vehicle in front of us. Here comes a motorbike from the left hand side, and here comes one from the opposite side. And here we go. It's a proper game of survival. Every man for himself and every woman for herself. It's a proper roller coaster ride. See, even the fish have jumped out of the sea and they're hanging around on the lamppost on the left hand side. So I've got a question for you. What makes you nervous? What puts the fears in you? And what stops you from dealing with those fears? Because an acronym for a fear is just a false emotion that appears real. F-E-A-R. And here's a question for you as well. What is a fear? What is the definition? I'd like to say, what is the definition of a fear? Perhaps you want to comment and let me know. And then tell me how you deal with the fear. Because you don't want irrational fears. It's good to have those that protection and keep you safe. So you do not want to go to the zoo and put your arm through the cage because you want to stroke the lion. The likelihood is you will have no arm left. And you probably do not want to go and stroke a ravaging dog, because the likelihood is you may not have any fingers left. But I'm talking about those fears that stop us doing things. The false emotions, the stories, our internal minds that keep beating us up, our auditory digital systems that sometimes do well and protect us, but sometimes will not let us move forward in life. As a guy just runs across a roundabout. I'm talking about the ones I'll never do it. The dog ate my homework. I got late because. Sorry, I forgot to send you a text. Sorry, I thought you received the text. I'm talking about those types of nonsense, and that type of nonsense that holds us back. See, when I have my teaching hat on, and I have my coaching hat on, and we're using one of the tools from Neuro-Linguistic Program, within reason you can almost deal with anything. At Hypno Driving, we've managed, by the will of Allah, by the will of God, and thankfully we've changed the lives of many, where people are feeling different, they're thinking differently, they've been able to reach their goals. We've managed to build relationships that are long lasting. I mean, somebody called me that I helped in 2004 called me in September 2022 because they wanted help for one of the members of the family, because their life had changed. So doing things in a positive way will also bring lots of light to you as well. And when the light appears, darkness gently disappears. You'll find that you can just carry on doing the things that you wish to do. Then you can have choices, especially in Pakistan. You can overtake in between the cars and become the meat in the sandwich as you go towards the Awami Villas here in Bahria Town. I saw somewhere it said Bahria Town is the pinnacle of living in Islamabad, which is an interesting thought. Here we go, overtaking on the right, smacking a proper hump. And as you work hard and you get through the crowds, then you find reasonably empty spaces where you can do what you want and have a choice of whether to drive on the wrong side of the road, which is the right, and let somebody undertake you, or you can drive on the left, which is the normal driving position in the UK. Oh, he's got his foot down as that guy. Wow. Now look, sort of almost getting ready for Christmas. There you go, from the darkness to the light. We have interesting decor. So tonight we're travelling towards the northern parts, so we're leaving Islamabad and going through Rawalpindi. So we're on the Grand Trunk Road, and this is known as Sowan Game, as they say in Pakistan. I think that's SWOWAN, Sowan, however you say it. Camp area, so we're just going over a little bridge, and it's extremely busy. And it looks like we've got some sort of incident in the middle of the road as well. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. There goes an ambulance, and there's a pressure horn. And it seems as if the temperature is also dropping as well. So as we go through this particular route, we're going to go through Rawalpindi, and if I remember them in the right order, we're going to go through Rawalpindi, then we're going to go towards Dexla, Hassan Abdal, and towards Kamran. I've probably forgotten a few in between as well, and generally heading towards Attock, and then in my opinion one of the greatest villages in the world, which I will tell you about a little bit later. Armed Forces Institute of Cardiology and Heart Disease. I can't even speak properly at the minute. Some of these, hopefully they won't, but they might be the National University of Medical Sciences. Some of these guys are driving. Okay. How about this for a following distance? Overtaking, all in Rawalpindi on this evening. Look, we have some lights. Aha, and we have a little bit of free space. So here we go. To escape the Grand Trunk Road, and we are now on the motorway. This is the M2 in Pakistan, and I believe everyone that I can see at the minute is following the highway code. Yes, there's no undertaking, there's no overtaking. You can see the studs on the motorway very clearly, and it says Lahore to the left and Peshawar to the right. Yes, and everybody's following the rules. In fact, I'd like to ask you a question. Who made the rules? And what are the rules for? They're really just to protect mankind from each other and mankind from himself. So that's definitely not a 2-second gap. So if you're a driver or you're not a driver, do you know what the 2-second gap is? Do you know how to maintain a 2-second gap? I think we're supposed to be overtaking on the... Yes, we're supposed to be overtaking on the right, except that one there, look, he's just making his own rules as he goes along. But now we are hogging the middle lane, and we are overtaking just fresh air. So whatever you do, do not hog the middle lane. It causes trouble at the back for miles and miles and miles and miles. It causes frustration and annoyance. See, I'm not in charge of this vehicle, I'm just commentating to you. So as I look well ahead, the road's bending to the right, and we have just changed one lane to the right, and we are overtaking a vehicle on our left. Well done, Mr. Driver. And it looks like someone's saving all the electricity at the bank, and they're going to draw it out all at once and spend it all at once. Massive development of some sort. And we have some signs coming up: Lahore to the left and Peshawar to the right, and the local airport is the other way. And we have signs of Burhan and Peshawar and the Azara motorway. There we go, we're going towards a different direction. We're heading towards Bataan country. Am I supposed to say it like that? You know what I mean. Khyber Pakhtunkhwa is that way. The land of hospitality is that way. So he's not getting out of our way. Yes, he is getting out of our way. He sort of got out of the way as the driver flashed his lights at him about 20 times. And we're now joining another motorway to our right. So we'll just hit the brake behind him like that, just swerve out and swerve back in again. And it looks like I've got an overloaded vehicle. It's probably not overloaded, but it looks overloaded. There we go, up, down, go. And there we go. The M1 welcomes you. I don't know if you can see that. So the sign said the M1 welcomes you. And what else does it say? Police, beat 4, and there's an M.TAC recharge, and it shows 10 for heavy vehicles on my left. And what does the next sign say? Toll Plaza. And the University, Model Town, the New Town, Peshawar, and apparently there's a place called Paradise, New City Paradise. And we're now going through the toll. So we now stop at a toll plaza, so there's not many of these in the UK. And it says thank you. And when we reach the last bit of the toll, that's when they will tell us what the charge is for driving on these roads. Aha. And it says put your seatbelt on. Oh no way, man. There you go, Burhan and Peshawar. Hard turn on, they're on my left. There you go, Peshawar 153, Burhan 35. There goes another one overtaking on the left. And it says fasten your seatbelt, keep safe. So your seatbelt must be clean and in working order. The anchorage points must be in working order. There must be no cuts or no tears. And you are responsible for anybody under the age of 14 that's in your vehicle, and you must provide a seat or booster cushion that's appropriate to the height and weight of the child. Did you know that? Well, now you know. See, I'm full of really strange facts. See, most people do not even know about the doors, the seat, the steering, the seatbelt and the mirrors. Something known as the cockpit drill. And on a serious note, you should always take precautions before you drive. It's probably the first or second, or definitely third biggest investment that you're likely to make in your own life. And look who I found smiling at us halfway in the sky. Salah. Hey up, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. Massive investment by China in Pakistan. Whether you sit on the left of the scale or the right of the scale, or whether you sit somewhere on the scale, however you feel, they've made massive investment in Pakistan. The airports, the road, the infrastructure, huge investment in Gwadar, which will provide massive connectivity to Pakistan as well. The international airport will be ready in Gwadar next year as well. Known to Pakistan as the Iron Brother, the Iron Neighbour, the Iron Brother. goes back many, many years. And it's definitely making a change to the face of Pakistan. And they're making the roads safer for the future, inshallah. So if you're of a Pakistani background like me, then speak to the elders in your family, ask them what Pakistan used to be like maybe 20 years ago, and what connectivity was like 20 years ago, and how they would travel from city to city, the sacrifices that they would go through. I remember being little